Hey guys, so I thought this would be a really fun video to do. I've never thought of doing a video like this until I started looking at this. So as people know who have been following me for ages know that I used to work at Seaworld, San Antonio. So I thought I'd just kind of go about, because I found that some of these things are a little different now. This ride right here is always fucking broken down. And I think this must have been early morning before everyone got there, but this ride is constantly breaking down. So this was the employee entrance. You can see right here, employee entrance. I would come up here, and I used to work at games, and then I used to work at the stadium as well. So we'll get there. So I'd come up here, come around this way. I like how the car's right there. And this is where you first get into the game area. We have the drum right here. This held a lot of events. There were different, there's an event that we had where different countries, and you could go in there and they had like food for you. You had to pay. There'd be a pretty big line though, but yeah, that's called the drum because it's round, shaped like a drum. But if we go over this way, this is actually different. This wasn't here. This area right here, right there, that used to be Splash Attack and the hammer game. Splash Attack was right here. Splash Attack was the one with the bottles where you throw it, you gotta knock down the bottles. And then this was the hammer game. And then they had tables next to it, but they added a lot more. But yeah, so it's weird to see it like that. Yeah. So, there's that one right there. Alright, so this was Splash Attack. Next to it was the, like, it was a big table and had holes in it. And, you know, different color holes got you different prizes. Like the red one, we get you a big prize, yellow, medium, and like blue small or something like that. But this, I think this is Splash Attack right here. What's it called now? Bushel Ball? Okay, so Splash Attack got renamed to Bushel Ball, and the whole one got taken out. Splash Attack got moved over. This got made into a sitting area. This is the same one still. The football, basically football game. You throw it, you get into the net. Let's turn around. Here's the arcade. Same thing. This right over here, constantly shutting down. Ring toss right over here. Looks like they changed it, but this was ring toss. People would constantly come up. So is there like a trick to playing the game? And I'm like, you take the rings, you throw them. It's like, yeah, well, you know, I know how to play the game, but is there, you know, a way to, you know, make sure it gets on there? It's like, no. It's like, what if you like take the whole bucket? And I'm like, no, that doesn't work. And if you ever do that, please don't do that. If you're playing ring toss and you take the whole bucket and just throw it, you gotta remember, once you throw it, all those rings are gonna be smacking into each other, and it's gonna be very hard for one to land. A little girl came up once, she pointed at one, she took 2 shots, second shot she made it. Because adults, we overthrow it. But because she's smaller, she had a more delicate toss, she's able to get it not only on, but keep it on. But yeah, so that used to be ring toss. Go down here a little bit. Dolphin Dash looks like it's changed. Yeah, this used to be Dolphin Dash, which was one of the little gun games where, you know, squirt the water in and they just kind of go by, and whoever gets to the end first wins. But same thing, it was always breaking down. The football one right here. Plinko used to be right here. I don't know what the fuck this is now, but we did have Plinko. If you don't know what Plinko is, you take the chip and you put it at the top and bloop, 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 and whatever spot it lands in, that's what you get. But we had Plinko for a while. Okay, so right here, this was the balloon burst. You had like bean bags, and you had a balloon, and then right behind the balloon was like a little pin so that when you threw with the beanbag, it didn't pop. It was annoying trying to fill up the balloons because the way to fill the balloons, they're connected to the thing itself, so you gotta like put the balloon in the slot where it goes, and then like try to push the nozzle, the tube just a little bit so where the air fills it up. But you got to try to keep it forward to where it doesn't hit the pin behind it, because if it does, boom, you gotta start all over. It's really fucking annoying. So many kids throwing it, they just not do anything. Basketball game, really fun. I used to work that one a lot, and I would stand right here, and I would just one hand, and it just whoop, whoop. It was really, really fun. Okay, now, here's my God. Journey to Atlantis. Journey to Atlantis is a ride, but Journey to Atlantis is on the other side of the park. That's down by Shamu Stadium, on the way to Shamu Stadium. So I don't know why they've got Journey to Atlantis over here. But Duck Pond. Self-explanatory. There's no ducks in the pond right now because, like I said, this was probably early morning. You keep the ducks back there. You bring out the ducks every day. You put them in the water. At the end of the night, you scoop them all up. You put them back into the garbage can. You bring it back there. Winter every time. It's winter. It's always going to be small, medium, large. So you've got your smalls right here, and you got your mediums right here. And usually the large ones are kept behind because, as you can see, they didn't have a lot of room. But yeah, same thing. People would come up, how do you play? Not to mention, what do we have here? Oh, what do you know? We have instructions on how to play. I believe it says how much it is to pay, how much you need to pay, and what you need to do. So I want it to be like, so I would used to stand here, and I'd be holding the net, and people would say, how do you play? And I just, oh, so you have to take the net and scoop them up. I just want to say something that's like, no. See, what you have to do is you gotta climb on top of here, and then climb on top of this overhang here, and then you have to dive face first into the water. And if you survive by, getting a duck in your mouth, then you get a prize. Of course, I didn't say that, but I mean, we have things up here for a reason, people. So Super Shot right there. This game, what the hell is this? Why is that one over there? Huh. It looks like they're moving games all over the place. Because this one used to be in the arcade. So, huh. They're just moving things all over. Snack stand right there. Or it was. I don't know what happened to my world. What is that? Adventures. Anything else changed? Then again, I've been gone, let's see, 6 years. But, so, Dippin Dots is right here. Or has that changed too? Nope, Dippin Dots, still there. Churros. Okay, so they just moved the churros over here. Here is the Penguin Exhibit. Walking past here, so it was crazy. You can see how big the place is, but if you were, say, over here, you were walking by over here, you could smell every single penguin. The smell coming from here was horrible. You could smell, and it smelled like fish, because, that's what they were eating. This is the store. A lot of cool little items in there, little bits and bobs and little plushies and all that. Got your stands. This one over here tended to serve alcohol during, like hard liquor during, but you got beer stand, just your regular stands. This is actually pretty fun. Sorry if there's no music or anything. It's of steel eel right here. So it goes up, 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 and then it kind of goes not too far around the park. But so yeah, steel eel, really big, popular ride. I'm going to show you all the places I worked, except for one, because, well, I was a caterer, so catering, I worked all over the park. We mainly did behind the park, like behind, actually I could, behind Shamu Stadium. Alright, so here is the theater, with the pet show, essentially. So this show was really, really cool, because, they were all rescue animals, and they were trained and everything. There was a skunk, there were dogs, there was rats, there was birds, there was cats. They had a Sphinx cat, you know, Lord Beerus. Am I a joke to you? So they had that. They had mice. They had lizards, and all these animals were rescues. So I think there was a squirrel, not squirrel. I did say skunk. Sea Star Market, they have some really good sandwiches in there. I worked in there, I think only once. Like I said, this was back when I was catering, and I only worked in there because normally if you're a caterer, you're able to work any food place. So if they're short-staffed somewhere, they'll send you over. So we were short-staffed over here one day, so me and a few of the other caterers had to go over there for couple of hours. It was easy. I was the one who there was like 3 people behind the counter. There was one who worked the register, and there was one who got the food and stuff like that. But there was different sizes, so you had to remember the sizes and what went with what. So like, oh, if they ordered that, then you only have to give them that. And so, but it was really good food in there. Down over here, it's a little pizzeria right in here. And it was kind of like Cece's Children. Yeah. It used to be a different name, but you've got Alligator Exhibit right here. So you got little alligators floating around. But we're gonna go back up here to Bay of Play, because a lot of memories of Bay of Play, because I got stuck there all the time. So, okay, here are the bathrooms. Bay of Play, this away. Come on, can I get to Bay of Play? Come on. We have a water park right there. We have a stand right there. It had like turkey legs. I think they had ice cream. I don't remember. It had this big old place where the kids could play, along with the theater right here. Actually, let me turn this around here so you can see the theater. Got a little stage right there. They would do little plays, and it was annoying because you heard the same things over and over and over. But Seastar Market, which way am I going here? Yeah, Bay of Play, come out over here. Now let's turn this baby around. Let's see, so Beluga Stadium right here. Beluga, there were the Belugas, there were the Dolphins stadium behind. So, alright, let's turn this around. Alright, so which way am I going here? So we got Beluga Stadium right there. It looks so much better when it's, you know, full 3D. Come on. Journey to Atlantis. Journey to Atlantis was the one where you have the bridge and people go down right there. And actually, is it? I can just show it. Where is it? Yeah, you go down, you go up, you go down. So you start out here, and then boom, you get wet. This and that. I think they got wet right here. They didn't have a bridge, so you had to stand over here. So as soon as they hit down here, the water would splash out at you. Was a 3-point? The game right there. Can I get like closer? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hey, look, it's people. Ah, yeah. It looks so different when you do it that way. Got the amphitheater. The amphitheater. The amphitheater. We Jack Hanna used to go there. Goes there a lot to Seaworld. Got the flamingos over here. It's not just flamingos, it's just a bunch of wild birds. They're really cool. So you got the flamingos, you got some other birds. It's really, really nice right there. Very calming. Usually whenever we took a break, this was like one of the first places we went to because it was just so nice. Is the game still there? There was a game. I think the game was actually right there. So no, they took that game. That game was, I think one of the racing games, the one with, you know, spray it, and boom, 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 boom. Whoever gets to the end first wins. Dippin Dots, a lot of Dippin Dots. They have pretty good popcorn right here. Got the bathrooms over here. Shamu Theater. I know it says Shamu Theater, but it's Shamu Stadium. Now, when I worked here, we would be responsible for picking up all the trash around here, and we'd be guarding these. Like, we would stand out by the gates. Actually, let me go back this way. Because, okay, so this area right here, it didn't used to look like this. It was just pretty much, we had the trees and everything, but it was just basically a mound of grass. And we would be forced to stand right here. So, see, you got a person right there. Hello! So you would stand right there, you would have a person standing right there, right? And you can see all these. They must have really laxed up on the rules. Because this right here, this was only for strollers. You could not put them anywhere else. People would start doing this, and we would have to go get them and bring them back over here. And then people would come out like, oh my god, my stroller's been stolen. And then we have the people, like, there was this one Hispanic guy, he was trying to act all tough, and he's like, hey man, where's the baby stroller? I'm like, did you park it right there? He's like, yeah, I think it's been stolen. I'm like, well, if it was sitting right there, it's in there now. He's like, well, where is it? I'm like, I don't know. I don't have a face to go with the strollers. If it was over here, it's over there now. You know, he was throwing an attitude about it. But I had to tell him, it's like, if you park it out there, if you park it up here, it's going to end up in here. I don't have time to match faces to strollers. So if you parked it over there, it's somewhere, and this actually goes a pretty long way. It like goes all the way down. So it goes a pretty far away. So they could have to go all the way down. Normally we parked them right up here because there weren't a lot of people at the stadium. So we actually had a lot of space up here. So there are also a lot of people who left food in there, so the birds would come and get the food. It was funny because people don't learn. No, I want to go this way. There we go. Hello, people. No, Marek, don't. No, I'm coming out to play. Alright, what's with the cars? I remember driving around with the truck. When we were caterers, we would drive around everywhere. The grill, right there. It was like the barbecue and smoke. It was the Shamu Smokehouse. Never actually went in there. So, but here is the way to the ski stadium. Now, ski stadium was terrible because you would have to stand out here in the sun. If it started raining, you'd be standing out here in the rain. If you were at the stadiums and it started to rain, generally they had you come back and stay under the stadium. But here, as you can see, we had to stay right over here. yeah, there's a few trees, but they didn't want us in the shade. They wanted us standing like right here. Yeah, like right here. You couldn't sit on here. You couldn't stand under the tree. They wanted you standing like right here. And if it was blazing hot that day, you had no choice. If it was raining that day, I had no choice. Woo, peoples! Peoples, yay! Can we go back up that way, please? I don't want to. I don't care about this. Yeah. See. So if it starts pouring, he has to stay there. If you know, sun's blazing, he has to stay there. And it was really, really messed up. But yeah, and that just kind of goes back around to the front. Shamu's Emporium, which is a store. Dude, don't stop looking at me like that. Oh man. You can see you got people right here. Well, there was one right there. Did I? Huh. Yeah, see there. Whoa, hello, lady. Okay. See, they're sweeping off, and it was not fun. You see them standing right there. They disappear. The magical peoples. Over down here, there was the Blood Bar, which would be a Halloween thing. It was pretty far of a walk. I had to go this way for Halloween because we didn't volunteer, but we had to go over there. We had to help out with merchandise, so I walked around with those backpacks. You know, like when you go and you see people with backpacks with like glow sticks and stuff like that. Yeah, I had to walk around with those the entire time. Come up here. This is this would be made into the Blood Bar, the vampire and all that. Looks like it's a little different. Yeah, then you got the ride. Yeah, the Rio Loco started right here. The Rio Loco was always down. This place had really good burgers. They were pretty small, but sometimes it's not the size that matters. It's the flavor it gives. The Rio Loco bar. And there should be a Dippin Dots right around here. Yep, Dippin Dots right there. And then Ski Stadium, this is the other side of Ski Stadium. And the same thing, you can see that person right there. So you had to stand in the sun all day. If it was raining, you're fucked. So, yeah, it was pretty bad. Oh, well, that looks very phallic. Actually, looks like some ovaries. If you turn it around. That's right. Women running this place confirmed. Makes no sense. But yeah, we got the Great White right here. My brother used to work at the Great White. So yeah, this was SeaWorld. Steel Eel. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh yeah, the front of the park. Sea Lion Stadium right here. Not the best. I really wasn't a fan of Sea Lion Stadium. But, here is, looks so different like this. This is like the front of the park. Oh man. Okay, we're at Aquatica now. Aquatica was built, was my last SeaWorld San Antonio temporarily. Yeah, Aquatica was built 2012. Yeah, because we did that was my last event. We had a catering event, and that was my last event that I had done, was in Aquatica. And I actually still have my Aquatica shirt somewhere in, or is it under the suitcase? I think it's in the suitcase. But I still have all my SeaWorld stuff. You're supposed to give it back, but I didn't. No one really did. But yeah, we got the fountain. There's the camera right here. It's like with the roller coasters and take a picture and all that. But yeah, Aquatica, and then ooh, that looks, so that's what they did. So this was the sweet shop down over here. Really good sweets. Very good sweets. This here is the aquarium. The aquarium's right there. This used to be smaller. Before they had dolphins up there, and it was just a little tiny, well, not tiny, it was long and it was deep, but you went there, you could feed the dolphins and stuff. But then they said that they were going to build and you know, where you could get in with them and all that. So there's also the, unless they tore that down, but it seems like they added a lot. Yeah, because I think here's the, yeah, right there is the aquarium. So it looks like they might have added a few more things. Like I said, I haven't been there in years, but yeah, you can get in there with the dolphins. Let's see. Yep, see? The dolphins. Wow, it is a lot bigger. And go behind. Yeah. There was a lot of banquet type stuff in here. Really nice in there. I did, there's also Christmas cookies with Santa. That was the biggest one that was in there. It was really, really cool. They had Mr. and Mrs. Claus. You know, Santa and Mrs. Claus show up. Every table had a fucking shit ton of cookies on it. You had ice cold milk. And you got to, you know, do Santa. And I talked to one of the Santas one year. I was back there getting cookies ready and stuff like that. And he was back there, and he was showing me pictures on his phone of, you know, like when he goes on vacation, like he always has his Santa beard and stuff like that. And he was a really, really nice guy, of course. But he was playing Santa, and he had his wife. So it was really cool. And can we get by the? No. I really wish I could get near the. Can I? Okay. So yeah. Can I get it in there? Can't. So that's pretty much the end of the tour here. You can see it's a decent sized aquarium. Pretty much this entire side is nothing but one big tank, and then on this side you have like smaller, you know, like the frogs and lizards and stuff like that. They also do have a lizard display over by the games, but they also have like some reptiles and stuff in there. You go in there, there's a big circular one right there. It's got some fish, and you go in, and then like on this entire side, it's just nothing but big tank. So, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this tour of where I used to work and found some of my stories, I guess, interesting. Have you ever been to SeaWorld San Antonio or any SeaWorld at all? Let me know. And if you have, let me know your favorite part, apart from leaving, because some people don't like amusement parks. Yeah, just leave that in the comments below. Thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.